This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome into you on this Friday. That's the good news.
It is, and I'm Bill Bryant, and it is so good to have you with us as we head for the weekend.
Well, it has been a tough week for first responders in Kentucky, and today a Nicholasville paramedic will be laid to rest after he was hit and killed by a car.
Also this morning at 6, scary moments for a man in Lexington after someone fired shots right into his car. He has some injuries.
Today is the day tip-off for basketball season here. The Cats will take on the Great Danes tonight at Rupp Arena.
We're in the 40s for most, a couple of 30s sprinkled in here and there. Pretty chilly start to the day, but clear skies out and about. And as we roll into the afternoon, right there in the lower 50s, but those winds really pick up, ushering in some colder air. I'll show you even colder temperatures for your weekend coming up.
Thank you very much. We have a lot to tell you about bright and early.
Yeah, it's been a very difficult week for first responders in Kentucky, and today a funeral will be held for a Nicholasville paramedic who was killed in an accident.
Paramedic John Mackey died Monday after he was hit by a car while on the job last week, and his funeral comes just 2 days after a Richmond police officer was laid to rest. You'll remember that. We are going to take you now to some scenes from over in front of the Bethel Harvest Church in Nicholasville. This is the second day in a row that the area again will be saying goodbye to a first responder. The funeral service for Jessamine County paramedic Jim Mackey scheduled to begin at 2 this afternoon. According to Nicholasville Police, Mackey and another paramedic were on duty last week when their ambulance was clipped by a car. Police say as Mackey got out of the vehicle that he was struck by another car and he died Monday at UK Chandler Hospital.
And like for fallen Richmond police officer Daniel Ellis, who was laid to rest yesterday, there has been no shortage of people reaching out and stepping up to show their support for Mackey, his family, and the community, 2 days ago for Daniel Ellis. That will continue at Bethel as loved ones say their final goodbyes to the man who served the community for 16 years. Now, Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear has directed that flags at all state office buildings be lowered to half-staff today in honor of the fallen paramedic.
And new this morning, we have this report. Police are searching for a suspect after a Lexington gas station was broken into for the second time in a month. What may surprise you is how visible this location is. Officers tell us just before 2 o'clock this morning, someone smashed out the window at the Murphy's gas station that's located right by the Hamburg Walmart. The burglar then took off with some cash and cigarettes. A similar smash and grab happened at that gas station last month.
New this morning, a man is recovering after he was shot at while driving.
And this happened early this morning near the intersection of Kennesaw Drive and Armstrong Mill. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is live from St. Joseph East with the latest information. Michelle, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, just imagine driving down the road and your car window being shot out. That was the case for 2 men. One of those men ending up here at St. Joseph East Hospital. Now, police say they received a call for shots fired near Armstrong Mill and Kennesaw Drive last night in Lexington, but they couldn't find anything. Later, around 1:30 this morning, police say that someone showed up at St. Joe East saying glass got in his eye after someone shot out their car window. Police do believe this incident is related to the shots fired call they received earlier in the night. The victim said he was driving down Armstrong Mill when someone shot out his back window. He had someone in the passenger seat. Police say they're unsure which person was injured. They were able to see a car driving off from nearby Kennesaw Drive after the shots were fired. The men then drove here to the hospital. Police say they did find several shell casings on Kennesaw Drive, and they don't believe the victims were being targeted. Police say the men in the car were able to give them a description of that car that fired the shots. Police say they're now looking for a dark blue Dodge Charger. If you know anything about this, you're asked to contact Lexington Police. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Michelle. A Danville police officer is on paid administrative leave because of video showing him confronting students on a Boyle County school bus. One of the people on the bus recorded the entire thing on cell phone video. Investigators say Officer Ryan Hundley was trying to find kids he says pulled his daughter's hair. They say while off duty, he pulled over the bus, jumped on board, and confronted Joyce Coons' 13 and 15-year-old children.
It's not okay for a police officer or just anybody to get on a school bus and just pick a pair of children out, you know, whether they were innocent or guilty of bothering his little girl. It still gives him no right to do something like that. He should have went to the principal and something should have happened.
Boyle County Schools says they're working with Danville Police to investigate this. Officer Hundley reported the incident himself. According to police, you can see the entire cell phone video on WKYT.com.
Now 6:05 on WKYT, and new this morning, a restaurant chain is doing away with tipping, at least for now, and it is affecting a location here in Kentucky. Joe's Crab Shack is getting rid of tips at 18 of its locations, including the restaurant in Bellevue. Instead of tips, employees will be paid more, and your meal will cost a little more. One expert says this new rule is becoming a nationwide trend.
We're seeing this more often in places where the minimum wage has increased. Customers are going to pay more, generally speaking, they're going to pay more for their meal, but then feel okay about it because they're not paying for the tip at the end.
Joe's Crab Shack says its servers will be paid $14 an hour. That means the price of your dinner there could increase by about 15%. An Arts Review Board has recommended moving 2 statues of Confederate leaders away from the old Fayette County Courthouse in downtown Lexington. But our partners at the Herald Leader report that certain tax credits may not allow moving the statues. Those tax credits are designed to preserve historic structures. Earlier this year, Mayor Jim Gray asked the Review Board to look at the placement of the John Hunt Morgan and the John C. Breckinridge statues.
Well, a Louisville man needs help finding some family treasures that could end up lost forever. William Flights tells us his mother kept hundreds of childhood photos in a Richmond storage locker. She didn't actually tell her family when she fell behind on her rent payments. Flights says that the locker was later auctioned, but the storage company wouldn't tell him who bought it. He says he just wants the pictures. So see if you can help that guy. Well, skateboarders have a new place to practice their skills in Lexington. The city opened up the new Berry Hill Skate Park on Buckhorn Drive yesterday. The park features a flow bowl, snake run, and street section, along with stairs and rails. Beginners can also try out a small skate pad at Kirk Levington Park. Designs are now in the works for another skate park for Valley Park. Well, it is the day a lot of you Cats fans have been waiting for all year. The wait finally over now, as the UK men's basketball team will open up their regular season tonight. The Wildcats will take on the Great Danes of Albany at Rupp Arena. Tip-off set for 7 o'clock.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Well, the sun will rise here in roughly an hour, hour and a half, and what you're going to be seeing outside, clear skies. Gorgeous, gorgeous morning. It is on the chilly side, though, as we're stepping outdoors. In the upper 30s to lower 40s for most locations. We're 40 degrees now in Lexington, 41. Coming in Richmond, and 39 in Mount Sterling. Here is your look as we go hour by hour throughout your day. Here's how to plan out your day if you're running some errands, getting out to lunch with a friend or two. Here's the look. I mean, lunchtime right around 48. It's going to be pretty chilly, yeah, and those gusty winds really pick up in toward the afternoon, too. 51 degrees is going to be our high. Now, that doesn't sound extremely bad, but then you throw in 15 to 25 mile per hour winds, and that's not going to feel good, even with the sunshine outside. Now, I know that helps, but you throw in those, 51 degrees, it's not too good. Going off toward the evening hours, heading out to dinner at 43 there by 8 p.m. Football games, hot cocoa, the blankets will be needed, and tomorrow morning waking up right there in the mid to upper 20s. We go through the day, guys, look at these gusts. This is not just sustained winds. This isn't wind you're going to have just all day long, consistently all day long. But these gusts anywhere from 25 to 35 miles per hour, that's going to be the case today. And those trash cans out and about that, the trash people come by, they pick them up, and now your trash cans are empty. Yeah, they might be scattered across the road in some locations. But nonetheless, that is going to be the look as we go not just through your afternoon, but off into your evening hours. Then it starts to calm down overnight and into tomorrow. But that wind will blow in some colder air. Not only today, but for your weekend. Much drier conditions today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So you have no issues. If you have plans, stick to them. Just know you're going to have to bundle those kiddos up before they take off. Next week, we have a pretty active weekend store. Pretty heavy rain, too. And that'll take you off into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon, but I'd say Wednesday and Thursday is probably your best bet at seeing some of that rain slide on in place. But Rebecca, it's all about the cooler temperatures the next few days. Feeling like November finally, but at least we got the sunshine to help us out. I think that's the key.
I mean, you may be the bearer of bad news for some by saying chillier temperatures, but I personally am ready.
Right. Some of us, yeah. And you know, some on Facebook and Twitter, they're talking about the S word. I told you I'm not saying it.
Yeah, don't go there yet.
No,
don't go there,
not.
Micah. Each morning reviewing you weather and traffic. Let's see what's happening out on the roads with Don. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Well, we start off, as always, with a wide view of Lexington traffic flow. Gives us an idea of what to expect as you head out the door coming in from Nicholasville. If you're coming in from Scott County, we're good to go so far this morning. Everything pretty much in the green on our Lexington traffic flow. And then as far as collisions go, well, none to report right now, so that's also good news, too. At the construction zone on Todd's Road, of course, we're going to be working there anywhere today from Forest Hill over to Hayes Boulevard. That'll start a little bit later. Drive times for now from Nicholasville, a quick 13 minutes. From Paris, about 18. Winchester looking at about 28 minutes to get to Lexington. No issues as of right now. Now back to you in the studio.
Okay, Don, thank you very much. We appreciate it. 6:10 is the time. It's Friday the 13th. We're going to make it a lucky day, though, huh?
Yeah, let's do that. I like that way of thinking.
Yeah, a lot more news on the way for you. Coming right up.
If you're looking for some deals when you're doing your holiday shopping, we have some online tips for you after the break.